Hi everyone, I'm Julie with FrontPorchPlanter.com. Welcome to my garden. It's a beautiful day and we're going to plant up our classic planter. We're also going to go through the thrills, the fills, and the spills technique, and then we're going to take what we've learned, apply it to the plants that we're going to use, and plant our container up today. This classic planter is made of Korestone that makes it freeze-proof and impact-resistant. It also has a beautiful stone finish on the outside, and it can get knocked around and look right in years to come. Now it has a matching saucer in the 8-inch size. It has rubber feet on the back so it won't scratch or mar any of your surfaces. And it has heavy-duty fingers that will hold your planter up and out of any of the excess water that drains down. This is the 12-inch size that we're going to plant up today, and then we also have a 10-inch. Let's briefly touch on this idea of thrillers, fillers, and spillers. We'll start with the thriller. This one is going to be your tallest plant in the arrangement. It's usually your eye-catching wow plant. It can be giant flowers, or it can be like we're going to use the snake plant, and it'll be more of an architectural statement. The next one is your fillers. And this is just like the word says. It's going to fill in, it's going to be medium height, not to compete with the height of the thriller. And this can be many different kinds of colors. It can be either just one solid color, like this one. It can be multiple colored leaves, like the coleus that we're going to use today. Or it can also be covered in flowers, as long as it's of that medium height and not competing with the height and the color of the thriller. Now the last one is your spillers. This one actually will spill over or trail over the side. Now I'm getting ready to put the potting mix in, but before I do, I'm going to place our drain shield in over the bottom of the drain hole. This will allow water to flow out, but keep the potting mix inside the planter. This is like actually creating multiple drain holes instead of just the one. When you have just the one, it usually will clog up, and then a lot of extra water will be sitting in the bottom, and your roots will be sitting in that water. So let's pop this in the bottom, get our potting mix in, and get to the fun stuff, the planting. We'll start with the spillers, because I'm going to work on this backwards so you can see the front. The first one is a sedum. It's called String of Pearls. Now all of these plants can go in sun to part shade, before I forget. The next one is a sedum also. This is called Angelina. Now this, as it grows, it will get a little bit taller and it will spill over more than it's going to today. Okay. And now we've got our fillers. I've got 2 sedums and a coleus, and then I have a wax begonia. Now with all coleuses, if this one actually gets a little bit too tall and it wants to compete with your thriller, just go ahead and you can cut or break off the top branches. Same with the wax begonia. It's not going to hurt it a bit. In fact, I think I'll cut a few of the top ones off. Don't worry about cutting some of the flowers off, because they will just prolifically bloom and you'll have much more. Okay, and then our thriller is going to be a little bit of an architectural one instead of flowering. We'll put this in, and then I'll go ahead and put more of the filler in. We've got a couple more fillers to put in. This is also a sedum. This is in the Adolphi family, but I will have all the names on the website for you. Trying to hurry a little bit because we've got some rain clouds coming in. So I'm just going to go ahead and get everything nice and tight in here. This arrangement is to be seen by the front, but if you want, you can do the same frills, fills, and spills and have your thrills in the middle. Just make sure you come around with your filler and with your spiller if that's the case. But mine will just be seen from the front. Okay, I'm just going to turn it and see how this looks. Okay. So I think I need just a little bit more back here, and I've got a sedum that I went ahead and pulled off earlier from my main ones. These sedums are great because you can just cut the top branches off or just snap them off and pull the actual bottom leaves off, and then just stick them in your soil, and then within a few days they will have produced some roots. Just one more. And this will fill this back in just a little bit. Okay, and now if you find, like I said, if you find your, something like your coleus or your wax begonia getting too tall for your thrillers, just go ahead and snip it down and it will quickly recover and produce new branches. I just want to mention that this snake plant is going to get much taller, and also these fillers are going to spread out, and you can save a lot of money by getting smaller plants because they are going to fill out before you know it in 2 or 3 weeks, and it will be doubled in size. So I'm just going to put it in the saucer for you so you can see the finished look. Now just remember to give this all a good drink. I think ours is going to get a drink from nature. We're about ready to have a downpour. I really enjoyed spending this time with you and being outside. If you enjoyed this and found the information helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you want any information about Korestone or the planters, please go to frontporchplanter.com. Thank you. Have a great day.